Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Eni and I do fashion, lifestyle, self-care and self-development videos. If this is something that you may be interested in, then join the growing family. I would love to have you. And yeah, I'm gonna jump straight into the video. So I just want to say hello guys, hello to everyone, and a quick shout out to everyone that's been following me for a while. I know I haven't been on my channel for a long time, but trust me, there has been a lot of background work. I had to come off social media and really work on myself to be the best version that I can be, so I can provide content that is valuable, provide content that is worth your while. I don't want to contradict myself and I don't want to put out BS, like simply that's just what it is. So I had to take that time out to focus on myself, what I want, how I was going to rebrand my channel, what direction I was going to take it to, and I can honestly say I am so excited for what is to come in this new year, and honestly I'm buzzing. So anyways, let's just get in the video because I have a lot to talk about, a lot. So in today's video I want to talk about starting a self-care and self-development journey. Now I know it's the beginning of the year, we're in the first month, we're all buzzing, we're all excited, we've got our goals, we've got our vision boards, we have everything, and that's amazing. Trust me, I have one as well. But I really wanted to give you guys practical ideas and just like tips on things that you can incorporate on your journey this year to being the best version of yourselves. So I want to start with tip number one, which is building routines and systems. Now this one is something that I'm being really like cautious of this year because I feel like this is what takes you to the next level. So I'm going to speak from my experience. I am someone who is very like goal orientated, I think that's how you say it, and I go like, I'm like, I want this, I want this, I want this, and I find that yeah, as much as that's cool, that's nice, I feel like without having routines, and I'm talking about proper like set routines in place, it just sets us up for failure. We don't want to just keep chasing the next best thing. We actually want to grow in the process. We want to become someone better in the process. We want to be, you know, defined as who we want to show up in the world as. So I feel like creating routines and systems is going to just put us in the best place to transform into the successful people that we want to be. I hope you guys understand where I'm going with this. So an example of a routine is, it can be as simple as having a skincare routine, which can be anywhere from a 2-step routine to a 8-step routine. It's entirely up to you. But what putting routines in place, what it does is it shows, it kind of it gives you accountability. Like you have to do it, you have to show up and you have to do it. And what that does, it teaches you how to show up in the world. So I know it's something as small as like a skincare routine, but if you constantly do it, you will get a result. So I've got like a few that I've set in place. I've got a skincare routine, I've got a hair routine, I've got a bedtime routine, I've got whatever routine you can think of, trust me, your girl has it. And I feel like it just keeps me accountable, it keeps me from not procrastinating, it keeps me feeling accomplished as well, because I feel like once I've done it, I can tick it off and I'm like, oh, that's great, I've done that. And it's also making me have good skin and good hair and, you know, all of that good stuff. So I would highly suggest that you create a routine for yourself. So yeah, get some routines in place. So my next tip is your spirituality. This is really important to me. I'm a Christian, I believe in God, I believe in a higher being, a higher power, and there's something amazing about the new year. It's a time for us to try new things and redirect and resubmit ourselves. And I feel like when you have a relationship with God, or you follow a religion, only good can come out of it. It can never take away from you. It can only be good. You know, it makes you a better person, it makes you accountable, it makes you just overall a better person. So I would definitely say, you know, being close to God this year is definitely a massive part of self-care and self-development. My next tip is probably one of my favorites, and it is be a creator and not a consumer. This one it just hits home for me, because I feel like in the past I have been such a consumer of so many different things, whether it's social media, whether it's overspending on and indulging in things that I don't need to. And what it's done to me personally is it's depleted me. It's made me feel less than. It's made me feel like I'm not good enough because I'm too busy watching what this person's doing and watching what that person's doing. So this year I will tell you guys, be a creator. And what I mean by that is focus on you. Be the director of your life. You are your biggest project. Whatever you want to do, whatever goals that you've written down, they're not going to work out themselves without you doing the work. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like in order to do that, you have to be the creator. You have to put in the work. You have to do everything in your power to make sure that these things are fulfilled. I just personally feel like we consume too much. We as a community, we consume too much, and I hope that's something that you guys can take on board, to be more of a creator, guys. So if you want to start a YouTube channel, start that YouTube channel. If you want to start a new skill, start that new skill. If you want to go into teaching, start teaching. Whatever you want to do it. Stop sitting down watching other people on YouTube, watching other people on TikTok. It doesn't matter. Focus on yourself. Be a creator yourself, and you will find that you feel more like fulfilled, you feel more purpose driven, you feel like you're doing something for yourself, which is always a good thing. And the next tip I will say is have a maintenance routine. I think it's so important to have something that you can do on a consistent basis that makes you feel good inside. It doesn't have to be uber expensive. It can be, you know, it can be a facial at home, it can be you painting your nails. Whatever you can do to make yourself feel better, enhance your beauty, do it. This year I'm definitely going to keep on top of it. I'm not going to let that slide at all. I think for me, you want to dress how you want to be addressed. Like, you have to show up as the type of person you want to be in the world. So having a maintenance routine, I think, is really good for self-care, and it will just makes you feel better. I feel like if you feel good, you look good, and you perform well. So yeah. A next tip is a self-care tip, and that's to make a self-care jar. So what I mean is, you write little gestures that you can do and you put it in a jar, and once a month, once a week, depends how frequently you want to go into the box or the jar, you pick one out and you do it. So I have one now, and I'm really excited to use it, because what I think it does, it just keeps us treating ourselves well and being kind to ourselves. Some things that I put in there is like, take yourself to the cinema, or get a new piercing, or like just cute things that you can do, spontaneous things that you can do to show acts of service to yourself. I really believe that this year we need to kind of put ourselves first, look after ourselves, treat ourselves the way we want to be treated by other people. And trust me, once you start loving on yourself, showing yourself affection, it will radiate and people will treat you like the way you treat yourself. So yeah, I hope that helps. My next tip is therapy. I think therapy is amazing. I've personally done it before, and it's really helped. I do know that therapy can be expensive, but here's the thing. I think when it comes to therapy, you have to do your research, and I feel like at some point in your life you should invest in it. It's definitely an investment, but it's an investment that is well spent. I can't express how much therapy has helped me in the past, and again, I know it may not be for everyone, but it's something that you can incorporate in your self-development journey. If you're not ready to do therapy, I would say journal. Journaling is really good as well, getting your thoughts out on paper, or even like recording yourself, so like having journal diaries that you can speak to. And I think that's really cool, because you can look back at certain footage and think to yourself, oh my god, I've grown so much, or I'm such a different person to how I felt, you know, in that moment 3 years ago. So try and find ways to release, you know, don't keep things bottled up. But I would definitely say, if you can, try therapy. I think it's an amazing amazing thing to incorporate in your self journey development. The next tip I have is solo dates. I think solo dates, solo trips are really good, especially if you're single, and even if you're in a relationship, solo dates are really good for the soul. I feel like, especially when you're single, you are at a time where you have free time and you can use that on yourself. Take yourself out to lunch, take yourself out to brunch, take yourself out to the cinema, take yourself out for a walk, take yourself out to the museum, you know, get to know yourself, because I feel like the more you do that, the more you will know what you like about yourself. You have time in your hands where you can really question, you know, yourself, enjoy your own company, because once you do that, trust me, it makes a big difference when you get into a relationship. We want to be whole in 2023, guys. So take yourself out. You don't have to wait for someone to take you out. You don't have to wait for someone to invite you on a date. Look good, go out, show up and have fun. My next self-care, self-development tip is to start being active. That can mean a whole lot of things. For me, I would say go to the gym. That's what I'm doing at the moment, and I'm absolutely loving the act of getting up, going to the gym, and knowing that I'm doing something for me. You know, we want to make sure that our health is in check. It's so important, especially when you get older. You really want to incorporate fitness and being active. You don't always have to go to the gym, because I know it can be really daunting in the beginning, and I felt like that. But I would say some tips that I did was, I try and go at times where there's not a lot of people. I buy cute gym clothes so I can feel like I'm blending in, and I feel like, you know, I know, because I feel like when you wear cute gym wear, you just feel and look like, you know, well, you at least look like you come there regularly and you belong, you know. So I would say buy cute gym clothes, take some classes. That's really good as well. I did that. If there's a Pilates class, try and take one, or like a spin class. Make it fun for yourself. Go with a friend. What else? And if you can't go to the gym, if you can't summon the courage, do home workouts. They're so good. I really like fitness blenders. I'll try and link them. Fitness Blender, I will link their YouTube channel below. They're so good. And buy some weights, do a bit of weights at home. Just keep active this year, because I feel like that just really helps your overall confidence. And I'm going to leave on this last note, which is to learn a new skill. This is something as well that I want to be intentional about. I'll share what I'm going to do as a new skill. So I am going to actually start swimming lessons. So that's really exciting for me. I'm not sure if I'm going to document the journey, but it's a new skill that I want to learn to better myself. It's a life skill, and it doesn't have to be swimming. It can be anything. It can be learning how to do a new recipe. It can be learning how to do hair or makeup, painting, drawing. I really want to learn how to draw properly as well. So yeah, like, make life fun. Try new things, try a new skill. And what's great about learning new skills is that if you can perfect it, you can then teach someone and make money off that. You can make that a side hustle. So yeah, I hope you guys liked my tips for starting a self-care and self-development journey in this new year. I hope this brought value to you. I hope this is something that triggered something, or you know, you can incorporate at least one thing into your goals for next year. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it as that. I'm gonna see you in my next video. I am gonna be uploading every Sunday at 5 o'clock. I hope to see you guys next week Sunday. Love you guys. Bye. Bye guys.